Alright, so I'm going to do a little vinyl wrap review here. I got the ViVid vinyl wrap that I had them send just as a sample. I just wanted to compare the two to, this is Avery Dennison. I got the brushed steel, and then this is also the ViVid, the brushed steel as well, just to compare the differences between the two. And this was their matte black that I got. I also got the matte black for Avery Dennison, which I don't have right here, but it's inside. The main differences that I can see between these is, I don't know if you can look closely, the Avery Dennison has a little bit more of a actual brushed steel look to it, and I actually kind of like that. This is the one that I wrapped the trim in my car with, just a couple pieces. I mean, it looks a little bit nicer, more of like a brushed steel type look. This one, if you're looking, I guess for another option, this is the brushed steel from ViVid. You can notice that, I don't know how well it's going to pick it up, but the brushed steel pattern is a little bit thinner, and it comes with this sparkle in it, which I don't know if I really like that too much, but I mean, that's just the way they make it. Let's see if we can focus that. There we go. But yeah, the the brushed steel look on this one is a little bit, I guess, more brushed steel. But I kind of like that a little bit better. But this is just your regular matte black. You know, nothing too special about that one. But I'm going to wrap these on this acrylic glass to see how well they hold up. I'm going to try and bend the corner over this and then seal it on the other side so I can see how well it adheres to this, and then over time I want to see if it either lifts up or comes off or anything like that. As far as thickness goes, the ViVid one compared to the Avery Dennison, no real difference. I don't know if it's just a slight thickness for the ViVid, but I don't even know if you're gonna notice that. I mean, it just feels a little bit thicker, but I don't know if it's just the difference between the two. I don't know, but I don't think anyone's gonna notice how thick it is. But it went on fine. I applied it to some trim pieces in my car, and it went on fine. I just kind of heated it up a little bit to get around the corners. So we'll see how well that holds up in the heat of my car. But I just wanted to show you the difference between the two, and hopefully I can do a little bit more testing to see how well the two hold up. But there you go. You can see how one's a little bit darker than the other. This one's, the ViVid one's a little bit more black. I don't even know. There you go. You can see the name on it. But this was their commercial version of it. I don't know what the difference is. And this one, XP or XPO series. I don't know if there's a difference between the two, but and this was just regular Avery Dennison vinyl wrap. I am waiting on the 3M to get here, so once that gets here, I'll do a little review on the 3M. I think the 1080 series or something, whatever they call it. But I'll compare that to the Avery Dennison that I kind of like, and then throw that on a piece of acrylic as well and see how well that holds up. But I'll try and get that video up and any more reviews that I can get on this stuff, just to see how well they hold up. Alright, so I went ahead and attached the vinyls to both these acrylic pieces. I just cleaned them with alcohol and made sure they're nice and clean, and you know, so nothing would kind of interfere with the backing on them. Just a little note, if you do have any defects in the, I guess, the material, or any bumps or little scratches, this vinyl will, you know, show every little bump because it lays pretty thin, so you'll notice it. When I put the Avery Dennison on, yeah, I don't know if you can pick up on the backing that they use. It's like this little honeycomb pattern. See that? I don't know if that's something to do with releasing the air bubbles or whatever, but it actually laid really easy. And I don't know if you can see, I don't know if you're going to pick that up, but I can press down on the back of it. You can see those, it just get a really good seal. you can see it, get a little darker. I don't know how well that's going to pick up, but it's hard to do with one hand. But this actually went on really well. It made a really nice seal here along the edge. It has a little bevel, and it actually laid down on like both parts, which was really nice. And I haven't really pushed it down that hard, but I suppose I could go over it with some heat as well. But initial impression was actually really good. That was a really nice, let's see if we focus that, really nice curve over that side right there. Plus I get to see I guess how well it adheres through the glass. I can see, what's coming up or whatever, but I can still work out some of the bubbles, get a really nice seal on this acrylic. But yeah, I actually really like this one, and I'm glad I used that in my car because I can tell that it has a really nice seal on it. The other one was the ViVid, which I haven't really sealed down yet. You can see they used almost, focus this, the same honeycomb-like pattern on the back of theirs. But I can see if I can, I don't know if you can pick that up. My finger just kind of pushing out all the little bubbles in it. And I could sit here and I could work it to get a really good seal. But one thing I did notice with this one, this was the ViVid brush steel, but I just went ahead and used the matte black just because I don't think I'm going to really use it on anything. Same thing, same backing and everything. But yeah, that looks a little bit better right now. The only thing I did notice was when I went around the corner on this one, you can tell it didn't really lay down, mosquito, as well as I thought it was going to be. You can see if I push down on the corner here, you see the little edge right there, and then it'll kind of lift up along that edge. So I don't think it's really getting a good seal along this corner because see, it's just, I can see it lifting up along this corner right here, and it doesn't matter really how much I press it down, it's just going to keep lifting up. So I guess the sealing on this ViVid one isn't that good, but it lays down really nice. It lays down flat and seals really good. So unless you have a large flat surface that you need to cover, I would probably go with this one. I don't know how much cheaper it is. I think this one might be a little bit cheaper, but yeah, that doesn't impress me too much. So probably won't be using this ViVid on anything in my car, at least to wrap. But yeah, that's just the initial kind of thoughts on it. But I'll continue to try and press it down and see how it holds up. I'm going to leave both of these out in the sunlight. It gets to about, I don't know, 80, 90 degrees out here during the day. So I'll leave them out, see how they hold up, see if it, lifts up or, starts to deform at all. But I'll leave them out in the sunlight, and then maybe if it gets colder later in the year or whatever, I'll leave them out. I don't know if I want to leave them out in like the rain or anything. I don't think that's what they were meant to do. But yeah, I'm going to see how well they hold up. But initial impressions is this was really nice. This stuck really well to this edge when I bent it over. This one, not so much. So maybe I will end up trying the brush steel, see if that's any different. But I'm going to keep pressing these down, and if I have anything further, like I said, I was going to test that 3M once I get that on another piece of acrylic, see how that compares. But you can see here, like if you have any little imperfections underneath the glass or underneath this, whatever you stick it on, they'll show up. So you just gotta, let's see if we can focus that. Just gotta make sure everything's nice and clean before you lay the vinyl down. But I think these actually might be air bubbles that I haven't worked out yet. But when I had air bubbles in the Avery Dennison, they came right out. You just kind of massage them and boom, it's done. And yeah, so I'm really liking this Avery Dennison stuff, the vinyl wrap they make, as opposed to this ViVid. But if I have anything further, I'll let you guys know. Or if you guys want to actually see me put the vinyl on anything, or have any other tests that you want me to do on them, like scratch them or anything, I don't know. If you guys come up with something, let me know, and I'll try and give it a shot.